if
Yeah.
you like it and you're happy with it and you feel good about it, it doesn't matter if everybody listens to it, because Falling was out for a whole year before it blew up, and I had 12 or so more songs out after Falling came out. And like, it doesn't matter, like, it just because something doesn't do well at first, don't beat yourself up about it, and don't compare your most recent release to your biggest success either, because not everything's gonna always like just blow up every single time. But that, and it would take away from it if every single song blew up every single time,
Right.
you know? But
Yeah.
so you can always release more music, but I think starting with the not overthinking everything and just being raw with it, and giving people like a complete song and a complete thought, the people who like you will gravitate towards you. You don't have to do anything anyone else is doing to have a fan base similar to theirs, because your fan base isn't going to be similar to theirs no matter how hard you try. People are just going to gravitate towards you because they like you. And the more raw you are with your music and the more consistent is, the more opportunities you have to reach people, that they could be touched with the song. And even if it's not a big song, somebody will get something from it. And like, not every song has to be super deep, not every song has to be super fun. There's just like, just release more, and like create more, and just like be at one and at peace with not having to just make it, not feeling like you have to be perfect all the time, because like you'll be surprised. Because I knew something was special about Falling, but there's a song on the project called Wild that I thought was going to be the big one if any of them were going to be big. I knew like something was going to happen with Falling, but I didn't know it was going to do this, you know? And that was the demo mix. That was like the
Wow.
demo vocals, you know what I mean? But if I were to overthink it, I did for a second, and I recut it like 3 times, and the raw emotion, the magic wasn't there, you know? So
Yeah.
like recutting things and all that. Anyway, just like, don't overthink things, and yeah, just don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just let the rawness like be what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Trevor, I love that. And that's when I said to you at the beginning of the podcast, like, I just, I love your music because I feel the emotions. Like, it's totally cool. And maybe, yeah, I'm a very conservative gay man, but I'm a gay man who loves the emotions of the world. And I feed off of that. It's fascinating. When I was struggling through high school, I didn't come out until I was 35 years old, but during high school, and I was very popular in high school, but I wasn't a big athlete. But I was going through so many different things in my mind, and music was one of the things that I would get on my horse and ride after school and just play music that was just so emotional, and I would cry, and it made me feel good. And it was like this
Hmm.
way of like just being able to release emotions from my own body by listening to emotions coming into it, but not doing it in front of anybody else. And music, I feel like, has that power of like just giving you the ability to mourn, to feel joy, to feel sadness, to be excited, and your gift. I mean, Trevor, you're blessed to be a young musician with great wisdom and a lot of emotion. And what's kind of cool is that normally someone who's writing songs like yours would say, I went through 50 tragedies and blah, 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 blah. Something else obviously inspired you, which was great. But I think that you've got a very successful, fun road ahead of you. And I'm praying and hoping that, the world is going to get back to normal sooner than later. And I'm going to be able to call you and say, Trevor, I'm hosting the coolest music festival. I promise it's not going to be, represented by influencers in an orange tile. And it probably won't be on a small island in the Bahamas, but it may be somewhere cool. And my vision, my platform now with my fame is to spread love and spread positivity and support the world of the arts, predominantly music. And I'm thrilled to have had you on today, Trevor. And you're so inspiring. I'm telling you right now.
Thank
Cool
you so
stuff.
much. Likewise, likewise.
Cool stuff. Well, Trevor, will hang in there. LA hopefully will be back to normal before you know it. I mean, I bet in the next 3 months you're going to see a lot more normalcy. And have you had a vaccine yet?
Yes, I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm in the works.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
pretty much, we're talking about it. We're
Good.
trying to figure out which one to go for, but yeah.
Yeah, my partner and I got the Pfizer vaccine a few days ago, and I felt like shit for a few days. And now they're saying, but Andy, wow, you're supposed to really feel like shit after the second one. And I'm like, oh, whatever. And I panicked like we all do with anxiety. I'm like, okay, now I have COVID. It's really bad. It's in my body. It's never going to leave. Why did I put that thing in my body? But I do believe it's the right thing to do. And I do believe moving forward, we need to create safe environments for touring and for concerts and for festivals. And I feel like there may be situations where people have to be vaccinated and they've got to prove that they're negative so we can fill these arenas and bring people in. But you can't risk, spreading something again. But we're getting there. The event world is coming together to try to put together all the infrastructure to make this work. So I'm excited. So Trevor, I can't wait to see you perform live one of these days. It'll happen before you know it. Absolutely.
Can't wait. It's going to be great.
Well, Trevor, thanks again for coming on, and keep rocking it. Keep spreading the love and keep making great music. Okay. And we'll look forward to connecting again real soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Ciao for now. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
To connect with Andy King, just follow him on Instagram at RealAndyKing and check back for another episode coming soon.